everybody, Michael here with Johnny Appleseed Organic, and I'm standing in the urban garden because we have a lot of plants here that I've allowed to reach maturity, and they are producing seed that I want to harvest for next season. So today I'm going to be showing you how I harvest, thrush, and store dandelion seed, cilantro seed, broccoli seed, and chamomile seed. Check it out. This is chamomile. It's Zlotylan chamomile. It's a Polish variety. And you can see that the petals are starting to fall back, which means that this little inflorescence right here, all these little flowers are starting to dry out, and there are seeds in there. So what I'm going to do is go through and harvest the ones that are turning pretty brown, and you can actually see they're starting to easily fall apart. Because the seeds do fall out pretty readily, chamomile self-seeds very nicely. So I guess you don't necessarily have to harvest the seed. You could just let it self-seed if you wanted to. But because this is a raised garden bed, I kind of want to have a little bit more control about what pops up. So this is Calabrese broccoli. And you can see that these little pods are brown, they're dry, and even when I twisted that, a little seed fell out, so they're ready to be harvested for seed. So what I like to do is just cut them at the lowest point so that all of the seeds stay on, like that. So when you're harvesting dandelion seed, you want to look for flowers that have dried up and even fallen off, and the calyx is really brown and it's opened and splayed out here. So this is a good one, and I'm gonna pick it right there and just put it in my bag. And the seeds are kind of buried in there, so you have to do a little dissecting to get them out. You can see the seeds of the dandelion sitting right there at the pedestal. So these right here are ready to harvest for seed. You can see that all of it is brown, the petals are completely dried up, and some they've even fallen off. And here you can see that the inside, it's turned brown and it's getting there, but the outside is still green. So these seeds would not be ready for harvest, but these are. So this is what cilantro looks like when it has completely dried up and gone to seed. And the cilantro seeds are actually a common spice that's used in traditional Indian cuisine, and it's called coriander. So if you take your cilantro seed and cut them open and smell it, it has that nice lovely smell of coriander. So we're gonna harvest some coriander and cilantro seed. I like to harvest the whole stalk, and then I'll thrush them later. This string was to help me keep the plant propped up so that if the stem didn't break or anything like that. Oh. There we go. Now that we have harvested our seed, we're going to take it inside and process it for saving. So I have this little bag full of the chamomile flowers that I cut. And I've never done this before. I've never grown chamomile or harvested the seeds. So my tactic that I'm thinking of taking is to break up all of those little flowers off of the pedestal. Now we're gonna go outside with this plate, dump these out, and see if we can separate some of these seeds from the petals and the little flowers. So the seed is this little oval, it's kind of like white and black striped right here. So you can see they're very small and really blend in to all of the little flowers that are around it. Yeah, all of the little seeds. There's still some green flowers, but these are little seeds. So what I'll probably do is just let this dry and save it all together. To be honest, I'll just make sure it's all completely dried. And from there, once it's all completely dried, I'll probably just store it in a little seed packet, which actually I can show you guys how I store my seeds, but I'll store it in a little seed packet in my cool seed saving container. Now we're gonna process the dandelion seed. I only harvested a few because they're not all ready to go yet, but I'll just show you with these. What I have been doing is pulling these apart and opening that up and then scraping the seeds off. Now we're going to process our broccoli seed. Before I put this on the plate to blow all the chaff away from the seed, I'm just going to do the same, I'm going to repeat the same process, cutting off the stem and filling up my bag. Alright, now the fun part. Get out some pent-up energy. Oh yeah, we definitely have more seed now. All right, so I'm gonna go empty it outside again. So you can see that the plant is all beat up and all these little pods have been split open and there are no seeds inside. And now you can see all of the pods that have been split. Again, there's no seeds in there. The rest of this I'll have to put on a plate to blow off the chaff, but you can see that down here I have a bunch of broccoli seed. So I'll put the rest of this on a plate so that this I can blow off. So this is all of the seed that we've gotten from about 6 stalks of broccoli. So now in order to get the rest of this chaff out of here, I'm just going to It's a lot of broccoli seed off of 6 plants. All right, now we're gonna move on to the coriander or cilantro seed. So I'm going to do the same thing. Just cut these to a size where they can fit into my bag here. I think we're good. Awesome. I wish you could smell this. See you later. I'm just gonna hang out in here. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Throw this stuff to the chickens and see if I can get some of the excess plant matter off the seed with the plate. All right, let's see how much coriander seed we got. And that's from 3 plants. Look how much seed 3 plants got us. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope you learned a lot about saving seeds. If you liked what you saw here, please click the subscribe button and like us on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. See ya.